Hey there, philosophical friend. It is Christopher here. I have no clue why I did that. I'm just excited to be able to bring to you 5 free will books that I highly recommend. This is in no particular order. Number 1 is Megan Griffith's Free Will, the Basics. So this is actually a core text that I'm going to be using in going through this series on free will and moral responsibility. Super clear, super concise. It covers all the main issues in the free will debate, including important issues on science. It touches on that. So I highly recommend this. If you were going to get one text, if you had to get one text on free will, this would be my go-to choice for learning all the basics. And that's what I recommend. Now, if you want to step it up a notch, that is, if you want to go ahead and get a little more advanced, this is the text I recommend. This is it's called Free Will, A Contemporary Introduction, and it's by Michael McKenna and Dirk Pereboom, and it is really thorough. It is also accessible, but it goes into more depth and gets a little more technical in certain places, especially with regard to the consequence argument. Goes into more depth regarding the logic behind that argument. So I highly recommend this text as well. Next up is Helen Beebe's Free Will and Introduction. The thing that I love about this text is it's also very accessible and it really goes over all the core issues, but Beebe uses a ton of examples. So her writing is very rich in application. So if you want something that's going to be directly applicable to you or targeted to really get you thinking using clear examples, I highly recommend this introductory text by Helen Beebe. And then we've got another excellent introductory text, and this one is by Kevin Tempe, and it is Free Will, 2nd edition, Sourcehood and its Alternatives. So yet again, a very clear introduction to the free will debate. However, this one is interesting in that he's also pushing a line. So if you want just the most sort of neutral text you can find on free will that is not really arguing for a particular view or viewpoint, this would be the one I recommend, the first one I talked about by Megan Griffith. But if you want one that is not only clear and in introducing the issues, but also pushes a line regarding sourcehood and more specifically source incompatibilism, he's a source incompatibilist, highly recommend this one. And then last but not least is the Big Kahuna. Oh, this is the big one. Look at that. This sucker is massive. This sucker has literally everything you need to do advanced undergrad or even grad work on free will. And if you're just a lifelong learner and you want to go deeper, even deeper than the McKenna and Pereboom text, this one has got you covered. It's got a bunch of experts in each particular area summing up that area. Let me just give you a for instance. So for instance, I'll just pick somebody here. So when it comes to empirical and scientific work, we have philosopher Christian Miller doing situationism, social psychology, and free will. When it comes to, for instance, semi-compatibilism, it's got John Martin Fisher summarizing that position and laying it out. And then we've got Michael McKenna doing reason-responsive theories of freedom, of which he advances a particular version of that. And then we've got major arguments. We've got Kristen Mickelson doing the manipulation argument. And what's nice is just knowing the literature, Kristen Mickelson has written a lot on the manipulation argument. So you get the people that are really close to the literature regarding each topic in the free will debate with the Routledge Companion to Free Will. Highly recommend that one. So I hope these have been helpful. And I've got one more bonus. So if you want just a quick bonus, here it is. Alfred Mealy, and this is basically his response to the literature in the psychology and sociology of free will that has said that free will is an illusion. So Al Mealy in this book called Free As he says here, the subtitle, Why Science Hasn't Disproved Free Will. It's very short and compact, and I just totally dropped it. But anyway, so I commend that as a bonus to you if you want to go further on one particular issue, namely, has cognitive science shown that free will is merely an illusion? So I hope that's helpful. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Which book are you going to get? Which book do you recommend to others? Have you read any of these? Is there another book that I've left off the list that you recommend? Leave that in the comments as well. And not only that, there are links to each book in the comments as well. And those are affiliate links. So if you choose, you don't have to, but if you choose to click on the link to buy the text at no cost to you, that'll help support this channel. But you don't have to use it. But that would be a way you could support this channel, The Philosophical Life. So I recommend all these books. I've read them. I'm working with them. I love them. And I hope that's helpful for you to think about, where should I get started? If I had to pick one text again, this would be the sucker if I was brand new to the field. But they each have their strengths. And so let me know if you have further questions about any of the texts. I'd be glad to recommend or further comment on those as well. So keep thinking critically about life's big questions. Keep living the examined life. That is, keep living the philosophical life. And I'll see you next time.